Happy Friday. Thanks for clicking to WYTV.com. I'm meteorologist Ryan Halicki. This is the storm system that I'm watching for our Friday night into Saturday. It's a potent one, going to have big impacts for our Saturday. We find ourselves sitting in the warm sector currently. Now, as this storm system moves in, rain becomes more likely. The risk is there for thunderstorms too, and with temperatures sitting quite high for this time of year in the 60s to start your Saturday. We'll have to watch for some thunderstorms until the cold front comes through. Those could be a little feisty. Backside of this storm system, well, that's where we get the colder air and a higher risk for some gusty winds. So this is the severe outlook Saturday, and what you notice is that lowest threat level, level 1 of 5, just nosing into the southern portion of the viewing area. Now, as I always say, storms don't know to stay within the lines. We will have to keep an eye out through our Saturday early morning through early afternoon for a couple of more feisty storms. Biggest threat there would be storms capable of severe wind gusts, and that's just an elevated threat there. The tornado threat going into our Saturday, it's low, but it's not zero. There will be some very strong winds present in the atmosphere above and a small chance for a few isolated rotating storms in the region. That threat is much greater to our south, but it's not completely zero in our area either. So you'll want to stay weather alert through early Saturday morning, right around or just before sunrise, continuing through early afternoon. As we get that colder air pouring in on the backside, well, we have wind advisories that have been posted for the entire area because of the gusty wind that will follow this storm system. Now, winds will pick up into your Saturday morning and could be gusty through the morning and into the early afternoon outside of any thunderstorms. But as we get that cold front through, I really expect the winds to pick up and gust upwards of about 40 to 50 miles per hour possible here into Saturday evening, staying elevated into Sunday, but not as strong. However, for your Saturday night, make sure that you have those Christmas decorations in the yard extra secure. Trampolines, maybe want to move those or hunker those down, and also going to want to try and bring those trash cans in if it is your trash night here for tonight. So we're looking at rain becoming more likely later this evening and a chance there for some isolated thunderstorms as we come up on midnight and throughout the overnight. Now, early in the morning, as temperatures start rising, they'll approach the 60s, and we will have to keep an eye on any of these embedded storms for the potential for them to be a little strong with some gusty wind working through the area as we go through the daylight or the start of our daylight hours on our Saturday. By mid to late morning, we're going to start looking for that cold front getting a little closer. Until that passes, the risk is there still for thunderstorms, so that will include early afternoon as you see this broken line showing up here, and that has the potential again to have a couple embedded feistier storms. But once that works through, as we come up on 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, that threat for any strong storms comes down, and so will the temperatures very quickly. You see them by 3 o'clock falling out of the 60s into the 50s. By 4 o'clock, we're dropping out of the 50s into the 40s, and by 6 o'clock, we should be looking at mid to upper 30s around into our Saturday evening. A small window in there where we could see a couple of snow showers as the core of that colder air builds back in, or a mix of rain and snow, and then into the overnight here. We'll look for that threat coming down early on. Drier air builds in, getting into Sunday morning. Those clouds thinning out. It will be a decent Sunday. A lot of sunshine out there. It's just not going to be as warm. Highs only in the lower to near mid 40s, and then pretty quiet into your Sunday night as those winds continue to come down. But with the strong winds and that sharp drop in temperatures into Saturday evening, wind chills will rapidly become more of a factor here, falling, or those feels like temperatures falling into the 20s as we head just a little past sunset, and then dropping to as low as perhaps upper teens by Sunday morning. And throughout the day Sunday, I expect wind chills in the 30s, even though the temperatures themselves will be in the 40s. So a lot to talk about on your hassle factors list. Again, winds, they will be high, especially into Saturday early evening. Rain likely here. The risk there for some thunderstorms, an isolated gusty storm not out of the question here. And then wind chills a factor as those temperatures fall into the late afternoon and early evening Saturday. So overnight tonight, rising temperatures will be in the 60s as we get into our Saturday morning, and I expect showers around, thunderstorms too. And early afternoon still could be some thunderstorms. Once we get past about 2 o'clock, though, that thunderstorm threat coming down, gusty winds picking up, and temperatures falling fast. Your 7-day outlook, well, we're looking at a decent Sunday, a little blustery, wind chills a factor there, but mostly sunny. We stay mostly sunny Monday, still above average temperatures. In fact, all of these highs that you're seeing are above average averages. Right now, the average high will be falling over the next few days into the upper 30s, but we're looking at upper 40s Monday, near 50 Tuesday, lower 50s Wednesday, with a chance for a few showers Thursday, watching another storm system that brings the risk for rain later in the day. But before that, we jump back to the upper 50s to near 60, and then not as warm on Friday with a high in the mid 40s.